In this video, we're visiting the National Trust site, Blickling Estate. Disabled parking is right by the visitor centre, alongside a selection of mobility chairs which can be booked through the welcoming staff at the visitor centre, which is also where you'll find a wealth of information, the reception desk with hearing loops, and the Muddy Boots Cafe. Whilst there is step-free access, in places there's a lip and some doors are a little narrow, but it is all accessible, as are the toilets at the end of the building, which you might well need because the estate is huge. And there is somewhat of a walk to get to the house itself and its grounds. The surface you cross over here is similar to what you'll experience around the gardens. But let's visit the house first, where welcoming staff will greet you and a manual wheelchair is available if needed, alongside a sensory box and handy information cards. The ground floor is step-free and fairly accessible. Some doorways can be a little narrow in places. There is a lift available to take you to the first floor. However, some may find it an incredibly tight space and can't be used in case of fire, so you would need the ability to exit via the stairs in an emergency. Now let's visit the shops, cafe and restrooms, all located in this glorious wing off of the main house, which features two gently sloping permanent ramps at either end. You can access directly from the gardens, but some might find the slope too steep and the doorway too narrow. Here you'll find another set of toilets and a changing places nearby. The shops are then split into three sections, with two gently sloping permanent ramps providing easy access to each section. Space can be a little tight during peak times, but the friendly staff are always on hand, or take the opportunity to treat yourself to a wide selection of food and drinks at the cafe, and take it easy whilst the queues go down. You'll be glad you did. We've not even visited the gardens yet. If you have a picnic or rather sit outside, the farmyard is a perfect place with accessible picnic benches, the largest second-hand bookshop the National Trust has, a stall for drinks and snacks, and also has one of our 4 car parks. Not only all of that, it's also where the changing place is too, with shower, pull-down bench, all-round ceiling hoist, and an adjustable sink. In addition to this, across the way, there is an accessible toilet and baby changing facilities. Now we've seen the house, bought some gifts from the shop, treated ourselves to a book, have eaten and rested, now it's time to visit the glorious gardens. By now you may be a little sore from all the walking. Well, don't worry, they've thought about this. There's staff at the entrance you can speak to about a mobility chair. All the paths around the garden feature this type of surface. Some parts require you to go over grass, and some are quite a distance away, but if you're unsure, just ask a member of staff. A little further away from the immediate grounds is the walled garden, though please be aware there is a slight lip to navigate when entering and exiting. To explore more of the gardens and go further afield, these are the typical threshold ramps you'll be required to navigate, in addition to riding over grass, especially when accessing the upper garden or perimeter trail, something that the available mobility chairs are certainly capable of doing. The perimeter trail has the same gravelly surface and on the whole is good going, but some may find this particular section a little steep and bumpy. But there really is something for everyone at Blickling Estate. In fact, there's so much to see and do, another video has had to be created, where we visit the over 6 kilometre long multi-use trail which circles the estate's beautiful countryside and woodlands. So make sure you keep an eye out for that one. And now you have to decide whether to come for one day or 2. For more information, contact Blickling at nationaltrust.org.uk.